Now, let's see about this. I'm going to get this message out. Let me put myself right here. Look at me. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And I'm going to get this message out that I was trying to get out about something going on in the Ukraine. So if you're just tuning in, I've got my live feed cut 2 times in a row, you all. 2 times in a row when I'm trying to tell people to go look at the plasma ship that literally came out of the Webb Plasma in Odessa, Ukraine last night during that live video, and how now I understand why Odessa has plasma because of all the catacombs that are underneath Odessa, you all. Odessa is a very strategic thing for someone to have within their control. It's a very strategic area. It's a very spiritual area. It has a lot of energy, and I do believe that there is like a vortex there, some type of a vortex with all types of energy, probably even portals that are coming through. That's what I'm thinking, you all. If you're just tuning in, I want you to know I can't see no comments, and I do want you to know that I tried to be on there 2 times in a row, and they cut me off. You know why? I think because I was using my cell phone. I'm not using my cell phone now, so try to do that on this one too. Okay, cut this one off. If that's what you want to do. You think you can get through to this channel, go on. Try to get me off of my main computer instead of just my simple cell phone, you all, because it's not going to work. I am getting tired of it. Okay, I'm getting tired of this game that the darkness is playing, the energy that doesn't want to be made known. I'm getting tired of it. You know, I even saw this energy in my dream last night, you all. It literally, the veil literally dropped. It manifested in my dream last night. I stepped out on my porch and I looked at that sky, and all of a sudden there was the sun, and then behind it was this massive red object, red circular object in the sky. The sky got really red. Then the clouds started rolling, and then all of a sudden the landscape, the woods that is all around my house, all of a sudden I started seeing all this whirling, looking like, just think of a river swirling around with waves full of plasma all in it. Just think of that, literally flowing all in and out of where the trees were, the whole entire, it's like my surroundings literally turned into a gigantic vortex where all of this energy was just like flowing like a river, all in and out. This is from like after I went to sleep. I woke up this morning. That was when my dream ended. That dream woke me up. I saw the sky looking like it looked, had some clouds, then it got red. And then I saw like my porch, the overhang of my porch, all of a sudden it started looking as if it was a lot closer to me than it was. And then it started going back. But then all of this like rivers of plasma currents just flowing all around. It was very ominous looking, and it did not have good energy with it at all. I felt the energy. I thought, I've got to get in this house. And then I went back out. Then all of a sudden, this is one thing I did see. It was good energy. It was like rivers it was blue looking plasma with white streaks all in it. It went all around that area where that other rivers of that dark plasma was flowing. It was a sight to see. It was a sight to see, you all. Can you all hear me? Hello? I gotta make sure you can hear me. Okay, you can hear me. I'm thinking, did they mess with my sound? Because you all, this is not a game. I'm not on here playing games. I'm on here trying to raise awareness by documenting and researching to let you know what's out there. A lot of people know it's out there, but this should be a wake-up call. I got kicked off 2 times on this silly cell phone of mine right here. I went live on my cell phone right here, and they dropped my feed 2 times when I spoke about the plasma ship that was in the Ukraine, that literally came out of the plasma last night, and the catacombs that are all underneath Ukraine. You know, it also has like this strategic gas line that runs through it too. You all, this is a trophy to be won here in Ukraine, in the spiritual realm. You all, there's so much energy underneath, which is literally manifesting on the surface. You all, that's what's happening. And no, I'm not stopping. Hello. Yeah, you can hear me. That's wonderful that you can hear me, you all, because that really made me upset. Yeah, I'm going to take you to my screen. I'm still stuck here. I'm still stuck here on this screen over here. This feed right here is showing that it's still live. Let me refresh it. Maybe they've ended it. Let's see. Oh, they ended it. You know why they ended it? Because I came on here on the big computer and I did a live video like I'm doing now, and it overrid whatever it was that got a hold of my cell phone. They literally used my cell phone is what they did. This cell phone right here, they cut my connection through this right here. Let's see them get through my massive firewall that I have, because I have a massive firewall on my end. They can't get through, and it's encrypted. The firewall is on the end before the service provider even makes its way into my house. Try to get through that if you think you can. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't mean to do that, but you all, that's right. Before the service provider even gets into my house on my main network, there's a firewall that it has to get through. Okay. It's not the same with this phone right here. This phone don't really have a network. So try to cut this stream, will you? I'm not stopping. I'm not. And I'm sorry, you all, if I seem a little bit upset, but I'm tired of these silly little games that people play, the energy plays, okay? This is a battle taking place on all fronts, okay? We can't let our guard down, and we can't back down. You can't back down once you start finding out everything that you're finding out. Once you realize, hey, the battle is real, the battle is on, okay? Because you got to stand up. You got to stand up on that line, and you got to hold the line. You got to stand your ground. No matter what it is in life, you've got to stand your ground and face your opponent head on, okay? Head on, you all. Is it hard at times? Of course it's hard. It requires a strength that sometimes we don't have enough strength within us, and that's why we need help from the spiritual realm. We have to draw on a greater strength, you all. So, yeah. Okay. So, thank you for joining. Hello, everyone. Yeah. Oh, no, they got no. Let me tell you something about my joy. They didn't give it to me, and they're not going to take it away. Okay. My life is compartmentalized. Okay. This is a compartmentalized area of my life right here. Okay. When I step away from here, I have another life. My family life, and then I have things that I do. Now, they're not going to steal my joy. They're not. So, yeah, hello. That's right, Keith Munter. That's right. We have so much good fighting on our side, you all. We do. You know, I saw something this morning. This person said there was a prophecy of Saint Joseph. I don't know what it was. The year of Michael, who knows what it is? The Pope said this was the ending of a certain year on December the 8th, and after that, some kind of a restrainer is going to become full surface. There's nothing going to be holding the restrainer any some kind of prophecy, but that prophecy, whatever the Pope said, was this year, for the whole year. It ends today on the 8th, if you all knew it. Yes, we are protected by the Almighty Creator. Yes, we are. And we are a powerful army of light. And we're not alone. We're not alone in this physical world. We're not alone in the spiritual realm. We're not alone in the interdimensional realm. We're not alone. We're not. It's okay. So, yeah, I'm back. We are not alone. Yeah, it's okay. So if I could, I wanted to show you all, if I can do this, I am going to show you this. I'm going to try to click over here. I'm going to mute this one video. I wanted to show you what really showed up in the Ukraine last night. I wasn't going to get back on here and do anything. I wasn't. Let me put this to this screen right here so you can see what I'm talking about right here. I started off showing that, but you know, when I got to the end of the screen, I was watching that plasma too. It got a little wowed. It got super wowed. But what happened is this right here is a ship. And this ship literally protruded out of the plasma is what happened. It literally protruded out of the plasma. It is a solid object right here. And it came through the other realm. It did. It came through the interdimensional realm. This ship did right there. Look at it. Came straight through that plasma. And that's why I said, you know, you might want to go look at that, because I've never seen it ever before. Never seen it before. And it literally, then it collapsed. You can see part of it right here still trying to be attached to it, is what you can see. So I showed that. And then there was one other thing I wanted to say, that this video right here of the catacombs right there under Odessa, Ukraine, there's a massive catacombs under there. And I don't know which part of the video that it spoke of Odessa. I couldn't tell you. This is St. Paul's, but there's another one in one of these places, you all, where you can see it. So it's not a game. You know, the people, the dark knows it's not a game. It knows it's not a game too. None of it's a game. Life is not a game at all, and I don't like games. I really don't like games. I'm a very serious person. I am. And I take what I'm doing very seriously, just like a lot of you all. You know, when you're doing your research and things like that, you're serious about what you're doing. Okay, it's not a game. It's not child play. It's so much more serious than what a lot of people realize, is what it is. Yeah, Ian, that right there is also shown in the catacombs video. You can go look at that. But a lot of these places that have those underneath, I think that they are also vortexes, places for energy, different types of energy and portals to be open. They are spiritually significant, and they have been for hundreds of, probably thousands of years. They go back during ancient times, even more ancient than what we can even dig up that's been hidden, ancient history, for thousands of years. And you know, those spots, they don't ever leave. And I think the civilization that was under the ground is still under the ground. They never went extinct. Okay, they didn't. And they're kind of like immortal. Just like these pan-dimensional beings that some have contact with, and interdimensional beings, they're like immortal. Even though they may not have human form, they still exist. This is just one realm of reality. That's okay. We got an excellent stream right here, you all. Excellent connection. Unlike this right here that they cut me off 2 times. You won't do it again. Because whenever I can and I got something important to say, I'm going to come right down here. I'm going to come right on here and do a live stream is what I'm going to do. So yeah, you all, that's all right. So I am going to go. I'm going to go, you all, but I want to thank you for coming on here. There's something happening in Odessa, Ukraine, above the surface, under the surface, and there's a lot of energy there, a lot of energy that I don't understand, because it's all different types. I think there's good energy and bad energy. I think there's probably 2 different portals, 2 different types of vortexes, because you know, if the dark wants to open up a portal, guess what? The light can also open up a portal, and it can come through the portals that they open up if the light so wants. Okay? If it so wants. Okay, it does. So it's all right. It's all right in the big scope of life, because we know how this story ends. I know how it ends, and it's okay. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello, from my heart to yours. Love you. Thank you for coming on here again, and I'm going to try my best every time I got something to share. When it's all, if at all possible, which is going to be possible, I'm coming right down here on this, share the screen, see if they get through my firewall. Okay? They're going to have to be pretty slick to get through it. Yeah. So have a wonderful rest of your day, you all, and thank you so much for joining me. Yeah, it's the battle's real and the battle's on, and it's not over. It's not over yet.